A great, great Friday morning. We made it to Friday. Thank God. I'm kind of excited that it's Friday. I'm usually, for me, it's just like an extra day, but I'm glad it's Friday. Did you hear about what happened to all the airlines? No,
Oh, no.
he had an epileptic attack. No, all the airlines went kaput.
Really?
Went dead. Yep. Are you shirtless?
Pretty. Would that allow me to be with the camera off?
Put your shirt on, Sam.
I don't even like seeing myself without a shirt.
You know, it's kind of funny because he's going like, well, you wouldn't dare go out without a shirt. So hell no. I look horrible without a shirt.
Yeah.
The man boobs, all the all the loose skin stuff.
Don't get me started with those man boobs.
Well, it's crazy because
It reminds me of going to start the gym every day, and I never do.
who do I have? Where am
Went away.
I? Huh?
Went away.
At 10 a.m. to 15? Who am I having breakfast with today? Oh
Ugh.
crap! I'm having breakfast with Gus de Leon. Oh crap!
And you forgot.
No, I have a wedding at 10:15. Are you sure I have a wedding at 10:15?
10.
Huh?
10.
10 what?
This one was yesterday's, and then I tried to align it, but this one's today's, which is 10.
Today's the 19th.
Yeah.
Why do I have two weddings?
Because remember yesterday he didn't show up, so I moved it on myself.
Who didn't show up?
Google before the time that you were like, "I'm gonna leave."
I married him.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I need to fix it.
oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but there's still a wedding today.
Welcome back to the show.
Sorry, guys. I apologize. Sam, did you wear a shirt?
How's yourself here?
Frankie. Well, let's get that one out of the way. Well, did you hear about all the airlines and stuff getting?
First thing I woke up to, man, it was crazy. First of all, because I'm trying to get an airline, like an airplane ticket out of here, and there's issues all over the world with it. I even heard Mexico was in standstill right now as far as flights, but I think they're already getting fixed. I'm not
Yeah,
sure how much they have fixed. I know it was regarding Microsoft, and then there's cyber company. Um, but I just read that it was like some banks, the DOJ, and airlines.
it's crazy.
Yeah, but bro, and then okay, didn't we have like that Spectrum thing fallout thingy? What was that issue? Did they give like the reason of why that happened?
Well, they're saying it was a glitch with Microsoft.
That was also Microsoft.
Yeah, so that's what I read. There was a glitch with Microsoft. Thank
Okay.
God you're not. You're
But like the whole Spectrum thing.
well. I. It's kind of funny because I was crossing the bridge this morning, and I have to go back to the bridge in a little bit. I was crossing the bridge this morning, and sure enough, you take that? Sure enough,
Yeah,
they the bridge also here closed down last night.
yeah.
And I was talking to this guy, Edison, who works here at UTRGV, who a student at UTRGV, and he's cybersecurity. So when he told me that, I said, like, well, maybe it has something to do with a cyber attack.
Yeah, yeah, because there have been too many situations, too many yeah, I guess situations of where things like that's happening, and it's been now it's more often.
Yeah, it's great, and it's crazy because I go back to what I said the other day. We are so dependent on technology.
Yeah,
It's kind of like so weird. Like we are just so madly depending on technology. When the internet went down here, was it Tuesday? Last Tuesday?
Yeah,
Last week?
yeah.
Is it?
There's a like. Did they give an explanation of why it went down?
They said it was had to do with the storm
The
that
storm,
the hurricane. I just
their their sources there or what?
I don't know. I guess maybe the big plant is up in Houston or something. I honestly don't know how all that crap works.
Yeah,
But it,
obviously.
I don't I don't know how much of anything works. But it's crazy how dependent we are on technology, and I mean, just that day, I was going nuts on that day because couldn't get online. I couldn't do any work either. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a sad situation for anyone that was flying out yesterday, last night. The
world
disaster
stands still when that stuff happens.
worldwide is out cancellation of flights worldwide. In Russia, Delta, American Airlines, and United. That's you're talking about over a thousand flights. It's crazy. When is the flight so I can start making my
Choose
cap?
Spirit.
Eh?
God forbid they make me choose Spirit Airline.
Oh God, help us! Or a Velo, or that was it? Aerobus, the one that's coming from
They're
Monterrey.
super cheap flights. Like, yeah, and then they'll charge you for everything you have on. Any little bag you have on. I'm like that's why I like American Airlines. Like, dude, I just pay a little bit more and then you just get freaking first class.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I've started to experience is, I use my credit cards for everything, and you get these points, you know, and I actually got a flight on American from Los Angeles back here to Brownsville for $5.
Really.
First class, bro. Too. No te ni creas. No, it was amazing. Uh, and I'm trying to convince my parents, guys, start paying everything with a credit card. It's a good way to keep a record. And but esos viejitos like no, no, tengo que pagar en efectivo,
Well, there's just pros and cons. Pros, you do get your points, although it takes a while to rack up points depending on which level you're in. The con of it is that nowadays everybody charges you like a 2% service fee, a 4% service fee for using that credit card. So
two
you are
percent.
paying more for using a damn credit card.
2% is not too bad. I don't mind paying 2% if I'm going to get 5% back from cashback. I've nearly gotten like probably like a good $2,000 already this year from cashback.
You spend quite a bit,
I spent I pay everything. Eh?
200 bucks.
Mande?
I think I want to say I've gotten about 200 bucks.
Well,
Because I get like 1%. I get 1%.
I think it depends on what you buy. It'll vary. Like if it's food, it's such a percentage, and if it's entertainment, it's something like that. But it's a good way to keep record of your expenses. And that's which is more than anything that what I wanted for. And
Yeah.
again, I pay all my utility bills. I pay all my service.
You're trying to get organized?
Yeah, I'm trying. Emphasis on trying.
And it's order, bro.
But like my phone, I pay for my phone on it. I pay the electricity bill, which
Yeah.
is too damn high. I pay everything via the credit card, so it's a good deal. I did speak with Zeke Silva yesterday, and Zeke
How,
Silva, uh,
how did that must have been uncomfortable.
yeah, I talked to him. Zeke Silva's a friend. I said, he put up a post. I actually shared it. Um, he says that he's not going to uh, give him any credibility by fighting him. I said no, but you can knock the crap out of him, and it'll be, I would do it.
It'll
You
be
know,
so fun.
huh?
It'll be so much fun.
I would do it. If de repente is like one of these people would come out and say like
Was it yesterday or today?
what
The fight de Carlos.
Carlos,
Yeah, Carlos Martinez.
he had a fight.
Yeah, I think it's yesterday. I'm not too sure. He
The
was
guy,
gonna he was gonna fight. He was gonna fight somebody, a lawyer, for to help out like the foster kids with autism.
the guy that ran for constable.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were gonna have like is the internet failing or what?
A what? Is it what? Oh yeah, you're interstate. Crow strike. Crow strike had a global outage. A lot of industries and places affect some more stores and yeah, your internet went dead for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's the Wi-Fi from the damn hotel. Yeah, Carlos, the guy who ran for constable. He was gonna fight a lawyer, and it was just for raising money for like the foster kids that have autism. But I'm not sure if that was yesterday or today. I know that there's supposed to be a boxing match August 13, I believe, or August something in Pain Arena, and it was going to be from the Juarez Promotions. I believe that's called Promotions. Um, there's going to be quite a few fights, and then I know there have been several boxing fights too. But it's pretty good, like entertainment, man. Um, it's getting bigger, and I know there's going to be the MMA fight at the island.
Wow, I gotta go. Was Captain Bob in Haiti yesterday? That was a wild rant. He was on something.
Wasn't he saying like he maybe like had some meds or something? I thought I had read something about meds.
It's those meds you get from the guy that sells
Tropic.
little plastic baggies all over the place. Captain Bob. My God, and as much I know, I got a lot.
I would personally, I would have now kept the show going on.
Well, it's crazy because a lot of people said that that's what you should have cut it off. You should have cut it off. I said I was trying to redirect him, like, well, what's the thing with the mayor and the guy and Zeke Silva's horrible, Zeke Silva's trash, and you know
Yeah,
sometimes you got to give these people rope and they automatically hang themselves. Well, there's a price to pay for being the number one podcast south of San Antonio. My God, what a disaster, man. A disaster. Not again. Keep it professional, even though I decided not to keep up. It, it, it,
it
it was
happened.
it was crazy. And again, I was hoping, actually I did cut it off after 20 minutes. I by then it was just like,
Because sometimes they have like a little patch to where you kind of like finish off the whole conversation on a positive note. But I guess he just kept on digging himself deeper and deeper.
deeper and deeper and would not accept the lifeline. And yeah, you can't help that type of a situation. But it's strange because I still have some people like, oh yeah, Captain Bob, he's telling the truth, he's telling the truth. I'm going like, Captain Bob. No, he panders. And yesterday was very, very unfortunate. I i i feel for that little girl. And some individuals out there had stated that they were concerned for the little girl. It was just too much vaping going on. I mean, I don't know if vaping affects kids or other people, but
I
it's just
think it's still, I'm not a doctor,
or pretend to be one.
but I think it still has like that secondhand smoke type of deal, even though it's vapors. Like I smell it. Like I work with people who vape, and I'm tired of smelling that strawberry cheesecake stuff all over the time.
From the
Uh,
vape,
huh?
from the vape smoke.
Yeah, blueberry or strawberry cheesecake.
Well,
But manhood has gone downhill from since then.
it's better than having to smell the cigarette.
Smell my Boro Reds than some cheesecakes nonsense.
Yeah, let me tell you, I don't like the smell of cigarettes. It's just like some CC charge interest from the time you make the charge till you pay it. Example, Capital One's horrible. I have Capital One card and I don't use it. Refuse to use it because I think one time they tried to do that, like charge interest immediately. I go, like, no, I don't like to pay interest. So as soon as I charge something on my card, I go out there and try to pay it off as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, que no brinque. Number Sam is dressed. I thought your co-host how now had a requirement to be topless and loaded.
Topless and loaded.
Yeah.
We can fix the loaded part really quick.
Oh, awesome. WWE's coming. That's awesome.
That'd be awesome.
The shrimp capital of. Look at the picture. Captain Bob and Zeke Silva.
Yeah.
Someone, a Bobinator, please send me that picture. Send me that picture somehow. That's an awesome picture. Mobile street pharmacist. Yeah, one of those. Just pay the cards off. Yeah, that's what I do. Try to pay them off. Something I want to talk about today, and that's the only thing I want to talk about. I want to get off at 9:40 because I have a wedding at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's very, very important to me. El boy toy Sam, el toy boy Sam. Oye, es yesterday was the first time I went to tengo ganas de ponerme como Captain Bob. Yeah, it's the weekend. Oh yes, I went to the LGBTQ MNOP meeting that they had yesterday. Uh, and I wanted to go to the meeting because of an incident that happened here in the city of Brownsville last month. It happened last month. The kid was arrested this past week, or the 9th of July, I think. I can't remember. But there's these apps out there, Sam. I know you don't have any knowledge of these. Talking about technology,
Grindr?
called Grinder and Tinder.
Well, Tinder's for straight people, ain't it?
Well, I have no idea.
Something like that?
Eh?
Isn't that Grinder like that? I guess the search, but when you're like LGBTQ.
Well, I don't know. Whichever one it is, but both of them, I think, in my opinion, they're very, very.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about that kid that got like beat up when he went to go meet up that girl.
No, the guy wanted to meet up a guy.
Ah, okay, my bad.
Yeah, the 17-year-old Cocorioa, whoever. We
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know the victim. We don't know the victim's sex or age, but I'm going to automatically assume that it's a guy.
Yeah.
And they local Korean to go to a park or something, and then they beat him up, and then they took him hostage in his car, and apparently the kid is 17. I think that the others might be underage even, pero se les hizo fácil. I don't know what the purpose was. Was it a hate crime? Was it to trying to rob them, to take money from them? I don't know. So one of the things that I encourage the task force to do, because, and again, I've been very, very open. I don't care for the task force. I don't see a purpose in it because, again, I didn't see any direction that they were going, and not to badmouth them or anything. But yesterday's meeting, there was nothing on there on their agenda that I would say like, oh, So I said, guys,
It wasn't.
Mande?
It wasn't constructive.
Well, again, to have meetings, just to have meetings, it's your prerogative. It's just it has to have a purpose. You have to have a direction. So
Yeah.
I requested that they join me in bringing awareness to individuals here locally, especially our students, young folk, to stay off those sites. Do not hook up with individuals that that you swipe right or left to. Please don't. It's dangerous. And like I said yesterday at the meeting, for us, it's more dangerous because of geography of where we're at on the map.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
A whole lot worse. It
We
could
know,
have been
but we kind of know, or well, I want to assume what happened. If I couldn't only remember her name.
Kimberly.
Yes,
And I brought.
like that might have happened. But you have to. I understand. Okay, 17-year-old. You got to use a little bit more common sense. Even if it was a regular couple or a straight couple, like use a little bit more common sense. Don't be meeting up people in the park. Was it at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go meet people at night.
Yeah, and guys, if you want to go and have your jollies, find someone. But part of the problem, Sam, is that a lot of individuals that are on those sites, they're closeted gay people
Yeah,
that they don't
but
want.
understand you're trying, I guess, stay away from like the light where somebody might see you, but you can start somewhere where it's like it's a safe spot, and then go from there.
And that's one of the things that was mentioned yesterday at the meeting. And I'm hoping, and I asked that for their next meeting, and they're going to, which I'm very very proud. My hats off to the task force for accepting accepting the consejo or the request. Uh, I want them to bring uh, BISD board members. I want them to bring a city commissioner. I want them to bring TSC board members, different groups out there, bring them together in order for everyone in the community to help in regards to educating our kids that stay away from those things. We live in a very dangerous
Well,
area.
okay, going back to like some of them are closeted people. Where, are they, how are they trying to? If they want to meet other people, where would they go?
Well, again, that's part of the struggle that
Like
I think
part
a lot of people have.
of their age.
Well, I think I think that's part of the struggle that a lot of people have here, Sam, because they don't want to come out. And many people, and don't be shocked, people that are married, people that are gay get married with women. Guys get married with women because they feel that they have to. So they live a lot of these. And again, everyone does whatever they want. I don't care.
Americanistas.
Americanistas. Yeah. If you le echas porras a la América, you're gay.
I'm just messing with you.
Stereotyping much?
I completely understand your point, but like I was saying earlier, it needs to be a little bit more organized of how the how it needs to be done or brought up. Um, I want to say it's a good start when you go to the apps because not everybody is an extrovert like yourself and can go up to people, be talking, and then you cannot just go up to another guy and be like, "Hey, man, like, are you gay too or whatever?" Like, and then it causes conflicts.
Break down with that thing.
Break that thing.
O como dijo Captain Bob yesterday, people you get on your back. Go like, yeah, I don't think you've ever seen anyone on my back. But
But yes, I understand some people. That's a good for some people. It was a good start. It's a new thing to do. You go to like those. I guess whatever's Grinder or Tinder. It's a good way to kind of match with people who are like with your same interest. I would say use better judgment. Don't be meeting people in the middle of the night in the park, especially if it's out in questionable areas or parts of.
anywhere could be a questionable area. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Anywhere can be a questionable.
So like let's say lit areas, like sometimes they just go to the mall, meet up there in the parking lot of the mall and then go from there.
Something a little bit more out in the open.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say? Yeah, I agree with you in that sense. But again, I just avoid it. I just think
But
people.
the broken rocket, they're gonna
Mande?
have there. Did you hear about it?
The what?
Did you hear about the event at the Broken Sprocket?
The Pantheon event?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 27th, no?
Is it on 27? I thought it was this weekend.
I just,
Maybe I'm just trying to speed up the time. It sounded like fun. I saw all the bands that were gonna be there.
oye,
Every Grinder meetup should be at Captain Bob's. Oh my god.
Yeah, very homophobic. I think he would go nuts if he saw those LGBTQIA
But
individuals.
going back to what you say, like, yes, I understand. sometimes you try to steer away from the apps, but some people don't know how to, I guess, be extrovert. You don't just go up to like in a coffee shop to a person. Sometimes you do, sometimes you do. So that's where people meet up, like or see people, either library, coffee shops, the mall. Just
Something. Yeah,
keep it in place.
again, to each everybody's own. I
Yeah.
would hope that more individuals, and like I say, maybe more education in regards to, you know, more awareness in regards to the dangers that could exist, and you need to be careful.
Like, did you know that they have like safe spots whenever you buy stuff on the marketplace or Craigslist? You know how there's always like shady people. So, and the police stations, they have like a safe spot. So whenever you're trying to buy something,
Yeah,
so someone steal your phone or your Jordans or whatever, they have a camera right there. So if anything happens, it's being recorded.
yeah, and maybe that's a good idea to have a different type of space spots throughout the city that are not completely monitored. That's going to come back and bite people in the
Yeah,
ass.
not monitored, but at least it's a safe spot. You go meet somebody.
Yeah,
Again,
something
use
like that.
your I guess I wouldn't want to say your common sense, but I would say use some sort of thought process to where don't meet up somebody in the back alley type of deal.
Yeah, downtown, the back alley. Yeah, and I'm afraid because there's a lot of, and again, there's a lot of stigma, with a lot of individuals, and could that are probably, like, not forthright.
Bucks.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong with meeting up at Starbucks or a coffee shop.
Yeah, something where a little bit more out in the open, not a park.
They
But
could have Dick's coffee shop.
you go to Zeke's coffee shop or to Captain Bob's seafood restaurant. But
Yeah, you don't want to be smelling fish on your first date either.
uh,
Bad choice.
it was it smells like fish but tastes like chicken.
That's horrible.
Está bien verde los niños de hoy. Yeah, and that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
I think the workers today are just so stupid, so dumb, and so.
Well, no, it's not that. The kids there have always been like verdes, pero now it's recorded and everybody hears about it. I'm pretty sure back in the day, people would do dumb things on both sides of the border. It just never heard about it because it wasn't blasted everywhere.
No, and let me tell you, I'm going to disagree in that we were not this dumb, Sam. Not this dumb. I was 14 years old, Sam. 14 years old, y me arrancaba a Monterrey en el camión solo.
Andabas de pata de perro y callejero. Porque
And
te gusta la vida.
But I was 14.
Otra gente que I don't know.
I was 14. And I look back now and I look at the 14-year-olds right now going like, how the hell did my parents let me go at 14?
Because my dad told me too, que a los 14, 16-year-old de Matamoros iba para el DF. He was out there.
¿Quién?
My dad.
Oh, yeah. But your dad was like me.
Yeah. My dad was everywhere at like the youngest age y se metía en todas partes. And I'm like that too, man. People have asked me like, dude, what the heck are you doing in this part of town? I'm like, dude, you're not going to be walking up, living your life being all scared of everything.
Yeah, it's their lack of experience because they're always behind the holy screen. Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. Ray, I hope that Actitud y Pasión would take it upon themselves to also bring awareness to try to tell people, guys, be careful with those sites. More than anything, what concerns me is we live here on the border, and I made mention about the Kimberly situation yesterday at the meeting, and it could have easily gone that way. I mean, it could have easily been a lot worse because at the end of the day, nobody's wanting to get caught, beating up on someone and everything else.
But I wouldn't just say like, oh, it's because we're by the border, because it could have happened in any city, and I'm pretty sure those things happen.
Yeah, but it incrementa the danger because of the cartels, because of the different folk that live that are here. We live in a very dangerous area.
Cartels are driving around picking up gay people.
Huh?
I don't think cartels are driving around looking.
Oh, no. But what I'm trying to say is the criminal element that exists here is very, very. very, very questionable. And again, just avoid it. I mean, if you're going to be on there, like Sam says, it's your prerogative, but be very, very careful. I just don't want our students, our 16, 17, 18-year-old students, that are not,
Yeah,
not very bright, you know, to have to feel that they have to get on those sites in order to, to hook up with someone. I mean, there's got to be other ways. Do it the old-fashioned way, like we did it. No, don't do that.
because I
Uh,
want to say like I think it would have even happened if it would have been like a straight couple. It could have still happened.
yeah.
Like,
Guys, I got a client waiting, so and I got a wedding at 10 o'clock, so I gotta go. But thanks Sam for coming on. Let's see what happens. I'm going to contact Sam meet up with his cougars. I'm going to meet up with a couple of city commissioners and other folk. I'm going to meet with a couple of board members also to see if they could help find a way to bring awareness to the dangers of all this. I don't
like,
want it to happen.
like start by having like safe areas, but then that's where coffee shops. I don't know. It was just ideas throwing out there, but it's a good start.
Yeah, we got to figure out something out. So I'm going to contact the city commissioners today. I'm going to contact board members today, and see if they will take it on themselves. I don't know anyone at TSC. Oh, está Alejandra. I'll contact her to see if they'd be willing to start some type of initiative or something. Thanks, Cam. Have a great weekend, guys. Be good to each other. Continue to be God bless.
Good weekend.
I hope Cam